If you want to manifest good grades in your exam, then keep watching because I'm going to be telling you how you can manifest A's in exams. Hi guys, my name is Ieva Bereisaite. I am a mindset and manifestation coach, and today we are going to be talking about manifesting grades. If you love topics on mindset, spirituality, personal development, and manifestation, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. If you are in school or university or you have something going on where you need to take an exam, well, this video is just for you. The manifestation method that I'm going to be sharing with you today is not that well known to most people, but it is really effective and can change your grades. So really do listen up. This manifestation method actually helped my client pass one very big exam that she had to do to become a doctor. And she passed that exam and is now a doctor. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this method. The number one thing that you have to do is to set a goal for yourself. What do you want to get? What grade do you want to get? Do you want to get an A? Do you want to get a B? Or do you just want to pass? This is a very important part. For example, if you are the type of student to get B's and C's, well, then you can definitely start manifesting in A. If you just need to pass this exam and that's it, well, then you're manifesting passing this exam. Get your goal set, and that goal has to be realistic for you. It is very important that your goal does feel reachable. With me personally, I am extremely specific with what grade I want to achieve. So for example, I live in Germany. The grading system here is in university 1.0 is an A plus, right? And a 6.0 is like a complete fail. And a 4.0 is a pass. So how I manifest, I don't manifest a 1.0 because that is literally 100% and that does not seem very realistic to me. I do manifest a 1.7 or a 1.3. Right? Which is like 90%, 88%. That seems realistic to me because I am not an A plus student right now. But I do have very good grades and I have manifested a 1.0 and a 1.7 and a 1.3. Some exams are harder for some people depending on the subject. For example, I remember just wanting to pass a really hard exam, right? And I manifested passing it because that seemed realistic to me, and I ended up passing it. On the other hand, I manifested a 1.0 on this harder exam, but it seemed realistic to me. So pick the goal, the grade, better say, that you do want to achieve. And if you are normally a B or a C student, you can definitely manifest that A. Whilst if you're having trouble passing, well, then maybe start manifesting just the pass first. And then eventually you will be more comfortable with it and will be able to manifest better grades. So that was the first thing. Really do get clear on the goal. The second thing that you have to do is obviously do the work and study. Take time out of the day to really study for that exam. Pick a time during the day. I, for example, study in the mornings, so I just get it done and dealt with. And in the mornings, I am most aware. I'm not tired, anything like that. So I study in the mornings. So of course, study, pick the time to study and do the work. The third really important tip, and this is where it really does get spiritual, it's all about visualizing passing and visualizing that grade. For example, if you are visualizing, let's say, a B plus, right, on an exam, remind yourself of how you get those grades sent to you. Do you see it? Like, really think about it. How do you get notified when you pass? For example, for me, it's online. I go online and I see my grade and I get notified that a grade has just been put up online. And I log in and I check my grade on a certain platform, right? I'm asking you, how is it with you? How do you get notified? Do you get your email? Do you get your grade sent directly per email? Is it uploaded onto a platform? In school, do you just get your paper back in front of you while you're sitting there? How do you get notified about the grade? So for example, if you get notified per email and then you have to log into a platform, you scroll down on your computer and you see that you passed and then the B and then the subject, then really do visualize just that part. Visualize getting that email, visualize sitting down at the computer, scrolling down and literally seeing that B pop up, that pass pop up. If you get your grades handed to you in school, imagine sitting in that class and the teacher giving out the paper with the grades. And imagine the one that she is giving you has, for example, that B plus or A plus on it. So really visualize how you get that grade and be as specific as you can be. Visualize that whole scenario and visualize just how happy you are. What emotions do you feel? How are you going to feel when you do see that you get that A plus or B plus? You're going to feel amazing. So really feel those emotions. And the exercise that you're going to be doing is before you go to sleep, when you're in that drowsy state of falling asleep, is when you are actually going to be running through that scenario and seeing those grades in that specific format, whatever way you receive them. You're literally laying in bed, you're about to fall asleep, and you visualize that scenario. You visualize seeing that grade and that subject, and you feel those emotions, and you run through that scenario in your mind as if it has already happened. So literally before you're falling asleep, just be so happy and visualize that scenario in your mind. And the reason we do this is your subconscious mind is mostly active before you fall asleep and before you get up. That's where it is really active. So when we visualize during those parts of the day, that is when our manifestations are going to really start unfolding. Okay, this is why manifesting during that drowsy state of sleeping is most effective, because our subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is actually not real. So if you go through a scenario in your mind as if this has already happened and you feel those emotions, you're just so happy before you go to sleep, it's going to manifest. Just keep at it. Keep visualizing how you receive your grade and that exact grade. And really feel those feelings, okay? Those feelings of happiness. And just literally fall asleep happy. What you then do is, before you wake up, again, in that drowsy state of sleep, do exactly the same visualization for just as long as you want to, and then just get up out of bed and go about your day. The fact of the matter is that athletes actually do exactly the same. Before they actually do the championships, right? They already visualize how they're going to do it. They already visualize their successes. They already, if they have a sprint or if they have a race, they visualize themselves running. Others really do visualize themselves getting that gold medal. And there are multiple stories of how this does manifest. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that right now by clicking the subscribe button, and also click the bell button right now to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Another thing that I personally do is, and you can totally do this as well, but if you decide not to do this, it's perfectly fine, because the visualization before going to sleep and before waking up is already so effective. But a bonus that you can do, and this is like the fourth thing that you can do, is basically, for example, with me, so you would have to think about how it is with you. I get notified on a special platform, and if I passed that certain subject, for example, psychology, will just turn green, and right beside it, I will get the grade written down. And if I fail, that subject turns red, right? So what I did is I literally wrote down the name of the subject on a piece of paper and highlighted the whole thing with a green marker and the grade beside it, right? And I took a picture of it and I had it on the back of my, on the screensaver of my phone, like on the background of my phone. And whenever I opened my phone, I could see that and it would remind me of me passing that exam, right? And I even went further into opening up Excel and actually writing it professionally into Excel, and then highlighting it with green and then printing it out and actually hanging it up somewhere, like the subject and the grade, and making it look as realistic as possible. Okay, this is something that you can do. You don't have to do this, but if you have the chance to do this, then do it. And the last tip is to just simply assume that it has already happened. Be happy as if you have literally just gotten the grade. How would you celebrate knowing that you have passed the exam? Feel that way now, live that way now. You will automatically attract that same vibration into your life. I remember really visualizing and feeling the emotions in everyday scenarios. I would wake up feeling like I just passed this exam, I'm super happy, and I would even reward myself throughout the day because I imagined that I passed my exam. When I took my exam, I wanted to manifest a 1.3, right? German grades. And I literally manifested a 1.3. It was really, really awesome. I was so happy. And I did this for a lot of my grades. When you look back over it, imagine that it literally has already happened. It will accelerate your whole manifestation. That's pretty much it, guys. Those are my steps to manifesting really good grades in school, university, or wherever you might be. If you want to learn more, then come along and join my Facebook group, the Heaven on Earth community. I do lives in there frequently about these topics and more. You can find the link to the group in the description section below. Also, join me on my Instagram or follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Your Mind is Heaven. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, then just check out my website. You can find that in the description section below. If you love listening to podcasts, then go ahead and check out mine. My podcast is called Talks with Ieva. You can find it on Apple or on Spotify. The link to that is also in the description section below. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video for you, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!